In 2007, Ariana Huffington fell and hit her head on the side of a desk out of absolute and complete exhaustion.
And I was diagnosed with burnout.
There's certainly some warning signs that I think all of us should keep an eye out for us and our friends moving forward to ensure that we don't hit burnout. One of the very, very first signs is everyone seems to see it but you. So if more than one person, your family, your kids, your friends, even your team, starts saying, I don't know how you're doing it all. Oh, how did you manage to get all that done? I can't believe that you're still standing. That's probably a really solid recommendation that if you're getting that message consistently, it's time to pump the brakes a little bit. I know we have deadlines and we've got things to meet and we want to be all the places all at once. The swimming carnivals and the work meetings and the pictures and date night even, or even just to get the laundry done. I know that that's when I start to feel it, is I start to feel like I'm trying to do all the things all at once. It's probably a good time to start stepping back a bit and taking a few breaks. I love to go for a walk along the river, but I also love a really solid day of just laying by the pool and doing absolutely nothing. However you disconnect and take yourself away from it is the best way to kind of step back and see what in your life can potentially be taken away. You'd be surprised. There's so many things in your life that I think we feel like is necessary and absolutely cannot be taken off your plate. But it's really, really easy to take off your plate. Even if it's for a couple of weeks, you don't want to do the laundry or like cook dinner. No one's gonna die if they eat poached eggs for dinner every night or red rooster, or they have to turn their knickers inside out and wear them twice. When you start telling more and more people to go fuck themselves, it's probably not a good thing. Look, granted, some people need to be told. It's cathartic for sure, and in retrospect, probably that thing or client or person wasn't serving you anymore, and it's probably not aligning with your purpose or values, and that's why you had such a visceral reaction to it. But when your tolerance is really wafer thin and you don't have that energy and that calmness to be able to bid it a beige farewell, you tend to just set stuff on fire, and that is not ideal. So when you tell more than 2 people to do that, or it's happening a bit regularly, it's probably more to do with you than it is to do with the people. And so it's probably time to go have a lie down. Another sign that I've really noticed with myself is that you start sounding a bit like Yoda. It's like your brain can't keep up with your mouth, or your mouth can't keep up with your brain, and your language starts getting all muddled up. You invert the wrong words, you trip over words. It's like you can't language.
Unexpected this is.
You really do end up sounding drunk or stupid or both. It's quite funny sometimes, but maybe it's time to have a lay down.
Yes. Rest. A rest I need.
Because that can be a really true indication that there is way too much going on in your brain and is everything trying to get out at the same time. Things just are not fun. Obviously, if it's not fun for an extended period of time, then you should probably talk to someone you really trust. But it's just daily. Things are just giving you a little bit of the shits and everything's just a little bit grey. Nothing's really that fun. That's when you probably it's time for a break. Time to step back, take a breather, and start again tomorrow. Another really obvious indicator for me when I'm on the precipice of a breakdown, no, not a breakdown, is that I am not creative at all. Creativity is a long lost friend. It completely abandons me. I cannot write. I cannot think of creative ideas. I can't think of creative solutions for things. So instead of dragging myself through mud and trying to chase it with 50 coffees during the day, if I just take a micro break, go for a walk, then I find that I ski on top of the day instead of dragging myself through it. And if this is the first time you have met me or you've seen me on social media, I am a massive fan of the hustle. But what I do recognise is I'm certainly more productive if I can recognise a few of these signs and try to address them before I actually fall down the precipice of stress or burnout. But I also do videos on how you as a small business owner can push your business forward in social media. I also talk about social media and kids. I have a teen and a tween, and how I'm navigating in that space with all my knowledge with social media. So if this is something that you think you would be interested in, please subscribe and I will see you in my next video.